The 2024 Infiniti QX Monograph, paving the way for the future of Infiniti. Infiniti is the luxury-focused arm of Japanese automotive giant Nissan and has been a go-to brand for American car buyers looking for a mix of value and comfort for many decades. They have put out some iconic cars during their illustrious history, from the ever-popular G35 Sports Coupe to the Q50 sedan and QX50 crossover. The 2024 QX Monograph is the latest concept to come out through their gates, and is here to give us a glimpse of what Infiniti's next flagship SUV would look like, so be sure to stay tuned until the end to discover all that it brings to the table. A glimpse into the future. Let's get the obvious out of the way first. Although Infiniti calls the QX Monograph a design study, there is no question that the upcoming generation of their flagship QX SUV will be heavily based on it. In the words of Alonso Albacia, Infiniti's Senior Vice President of Global Design, the QX Monograph presented a sizable canvas for us to explore Infiniti's artistry at maximum scale and create something bold. Many distinct details of the QX Monograph concept have been inspired by various iconic pieces of Japanese culture, which we will explore in detail as we go on. The mastery of empty space. Remember those pieces of Japanese culture we just mentioned? Ma is one of them, which Infiniti designers have utilized in their creation of the QX Monograph concept. In the simplest of terms, Ma is comparable to giving something room to breathe by utilizing the space in between things. Through this approach, the designers at Infiniti have focused on only the most essential parts of their design by avoiding clutters and also not oversaturating body panels and lights with excessive details. The QX Monograph wears a panoramic roof, unlike anything we have ever seen before. In addition to being simply gigantic, Infiniti says this moonroof has been influenced by the traditional Japanese kimono, and it only takes one look at the panel to see what they mean. Engraved into the glass panels is a delicate pattern, just like the folds and lines you spot on a kimono. This just goes to show how the designers have not wasted a single resource when designing the QX Monograph, and how they have taken even the most minute design elements into consideration. The gloss black color also has a purpose, as it is there to give the roofline a floating appearance. Just like the kimono-inspired roof, the color of Infiniti's new concept SUV has also been inspired by nature. The company calls this striking new shade Akane, which roughly translates to deep red in Japanese, and is one of the most beautiful colors you are bound to come across in a vehicle in 2024. According to its makers, Akane has been inspired by the majestic shade the sky takes as it transitions from the glowing warm red tones of the evening to the silky smooth dark of the night. And we must applaud the designers, as it only takes one look at the QX Monograph to see that they have achieved their goal with flying colors. The eye-catching design elements of the new QX concept car don't end there, as it is the first to wear the all-new 3D Infiniti logo. It sits prominently on the massive double-arch front grille, whose vertical design elements were inspired by the bamboo trees you find in scenic Japanese forests. Going with the latest design trends of 2024, the new Infiniti logo is also illuminated, reminding every passerby that you are driving an iconic piece of Japanese engineering even in the dead of night. The new design language and logos aren't limited to the front, however, as there are new digital piano key taillights on the back which remind the futuristic approach of this new concept. Unlike the simple and boring light bars, the taillights of the QX Monograph are divided into short segments which improve their versatility. Each sector of the lights functions independently, which gives a soothing appearance just like that of sunlight flickering and bouncing off of water. However, the main party trick of the rear taillights is their unique signatures. Depending on how you approach it, these lights will put on different patterns to either welcome you to the vehicle or wave you goodbye. Although we have already seen functions similar to this on other vehicles, the ones on the 2024 Infiniti QX Monograph is sure to be truly unique and unlike anything else. The path light technology is another unique characteristic of the Infiniti QX Monograph, and as the name suggests, it lights up your path as the night falls. These rays of white light glow from the side steps on either side, as a sign of welcoming you as you approach your brand new SUV. In a day and age where SUVs are becoming increasingly monotone, features like these are what make the Infiniti QX Monograph a truly unique experience. Utsuroi. In the Japanese language, the term utsuroi means the beauty of a seamless transition, which perfectly describes the approach Infiniti has taken in creating the 2024 QX Monograph SUV. It only takes one look at this concept to see the inspiration of utsuroi, where the long and sculpted hood seamlessly flows into the magnificent front grille. Design cues like this are common throughout the QX Monograph, with the aforementioned floating roof being another example. Infiniti has managed to achieve this distinct look by pairing the gloss black panoramic roof with roof pillars that almost look invisible. Kabuki. When you look up kabuki in the Japanese to English dictionary, creating something extraordinary is what you'll come up with. This is another philosophy Infiniti followed when coming up with the QX Monograph, and kabuki has had an influence on each and every body panel on this new SUV's exterior panels. Another area where you'll spot the inspirations of kabuki on the QX Monograph is the unique wheels that adorn each corner. Infiniti says their team was inspired by modern wind turbines when they came up with this concept, and going by their appearance, we do not doubt them one bit. We guarantee that these wheels are unlike anything you've ever seen before. The sharp exterior perfectly mimics the sharp lines of a propeller on a wind turbine, while the intersections are colored red to grab the attention of everyone on the road. Under the hood, we didn't get to see much of the QX Monograph concept's underpinnings this time around, but going by what it is ultimately looking to replace, we can safely assume that it features a similar powertrain to the current QX80 full-size SUV. And going by what it has on offer, you wouldn't hear us complaining. Under the hood of the 2023 QX80 lies a 5.6-liter V8, which is becoming an increasingly rare sign to find in this day. An age of downsized engines. This beastly powerplant has performance to match its gigantic proportions, with an ample 400 horsepower on offer to play with. In its current iteration, it comes paired with a smooth shifting 7-speed automatic transmission and can be had with either rear-wheel or all-wheel drive. While we do not know what drivetrain configuration the QX Monograph had at the moment, you can expect both these configurations to be available once it goes on sale as a production model. Although such a massive engine does have its fair share of benefits, fuel efficiency is an area where it suffers massively. The 2023 QX80 equipped with the V8 engine only around 14 mpg in the city and 20 mpg on the highway. And with the QX Monograph being fitted with the same powerplant while coming in at several hundred pounds heavier, we don't expect it to do much better. We already had a glance into the QX Monograph's interior, but one area that didn't get much attention was the infotainment system. Going by the minute amount of details we have at hand, we expect this system to be a significant improvement over what the current iteration offers. Looking back at the old generation, its distinguishing feature was a 12.3 inches touchscreen which sat prominently on the dashboard. Initially, the QX80 came with a dual-screen design, which was replaced by this single unit for the 2023 model year. The massive screen wasn't the only eye-catching feature of the QX80's interior, and we expect the same with the QX Monograph concept. Other features of note include the 13-speaker premium sound system by Bose, which provided crystal-clear tunes no matter how loud the outside got. There was also a wireless charging pad that could top up your devices without any pesky cables attached. And we only expect the number of wireless charging pads to go up with this new generation. Infiniti also offered a theater package with the last QX80, and we expect them to do the same with the QX Monograph. This optional package added an additional USB port to the interior, which increased the total count to 5. It also included a 120-volt power outlet, which could easily power home-grade equipment right out of the interior. Rear infotainment will also be a focus point of the 2024 QX Monograph SUV's interior. The older model offered dual 8.0 inches screens as part of its rear seat entertainment package. These were mounted to the front seat headrests, giving your passengers something to enjoy on those long cruises down the highway. Although this option was reserved for the highest-end sensory trim during the previous generation, we expect it to change with the upcoming 2025 model that is set to heavily derive from the QX Monograph concept. What to expect? There is no denying that the Infiniti QX80 is due for a redesign, and we cannot wait to see what the all-new model inspired by the 2024 QX Monograph concept brings to the table. Although nothing has been finalized yet, we expect Infiniti to drop the covers off this model in the early part of 2024. And once they do, don't be surprised if you spot the base MSRP has crept past the $74,595 mark set by the current generation Luxe model. Higher-end models will cost significantly more, and we expect the range-topping sensory model to exceed the $100,000 threshold.